Hello, future millionaires. Buckle up because we're about to overclock your bank accounts with this high performance guide to software developer riches. Today, we're diving into the lucrative world of software engineering and the myriad ways you can turn your coding skills into cash. I am keeping it clear and focused today. No stories, just pure information about making money out of your software engineering skills. My name is Bernard Rono. Stay tuned till the end. This is definitely your gateway into financial freedom through coding. First up, let's talk about the classic path, landing a full-time gig at a tech company. Think of it like the solid-state drive of income streams, reliable, consistent, and usually comes with some sweet benefits. We're talking health insurance, paid time off, maybe even some stock options to spice things up. Now maybe you're not ready to go all in on a full-time coding gig. That's cool. Part-time software development is like having a custom water cooling loop for your income. You get to control the flow and keep things running icy cool. It's perfect for students, freelancers testing the waters, or anyone who values flexibility. Alright guys, so you're tired of the corporate grind, but freelancing feels a bit too Wild West? Contract work might be your jam. It's like dipping your toes into different projects, seeing what you like, and potentially making bank while you're at it. Think of it as the ultimate sampler, platter of software development gigs with the possibility of some seriously tasty paychecks. Freelancing, it can feel like the Wild West out there, but platforms like Upwork and Fiverr are like your trusty steeds in this digital frontier. It's all about building a killer profile, showcasing your skills, and wrangling in those 5-star reviews. And who knows, you might just find yourself at the top of the freelancing food chain. So you've got the skills, the experience, and the know-how to solve any tech problem. It's time to slap on that consultant badge and charge what you are worth. Businesses are hungry for guidance, and as a consultant, you're not just writing code, you're architecting solutions and dropping knowledge bombs. Think of yourself as the software Sensei, guiding businesses to digital enlightenment for a premium, of course. Alright, so you've got this killer app idea, right? But how do you go from lines of code to cold hard cash? In this chapter, we'll break down the entire process, from developing a minimum viable product to navigating the wild world of marketing. It's like building a PC, but instead of components, you're piecing together features, and instead of benchmarks, you're looking at user adoption. Forget one-time purchases, SaaS is where it's at. It's like subscribing to your favorite software, but instead of paying once, you're getting a constant stream of revenue. We'll dive deep into building a subscription model, managing recurring payments, and scaling your service to handle a growing user base. It's like having your software on autopilot, generating cash while you sleep. Ever dreamed of being your own boss? Startups are like the Wild West of the software world. High risk, high reward. We'll talk about everything from coming up with a killer idea to pitching investors and scaling your team. It's not for the faint of heart, but if you're looking for a challenge and a chance to change the world, this chapter is for you. So, you're passionate about open source? Did you know you can actually get paid for your contributions? Companies like GitHub and GitLab offer sponsorships to developers who contribute to open source projects. It's kind of like getting a tip for your awesome code. We'll explore how these sponsorships work and how you can get in on the action. Ever thought about sharing your coding knowledge with the world? Starting a tech blog can be a great way to earn some cash on the side. From affiliate marketing to selling your own courses, we'll break down the different ways you can turn your blog into a money-making machine. If you have a knack for explaining complex technical concepts in a way that even your grandma can understand, technical writing might be your calling. There's a huge demand for well-written documentation, tutorials, and guides. This chapter explores the world of technical writing and how to break into this lucrative field. Alright guys, you're probably thinking, Linus, what do you know about making money on YouTube? Well, let me tell you, it's not just about unboxing CPUs and spilling water on things. Creating engaging programming tutorials can be a great way to share your knowledge and earn some cash. With enough subscribers and views, you can monetize your channel through ads, sponsorships, and even selling your own merch. If you're an expert in a particular programming language or framework, why not share that knowledge through online courses? Platforms like Udemy and Coursera make it easier than ever to create and sell your courses to a global audience. Think about what you wish you knew when you were starting out and create a course that fills that gap. You'd be surprised how much people are willing to pay for valuable information. Speaking of sharing knowledge, have you considered teaching workshops or coding bootcamps? These can be a great way to interact with students directly and help them level up their skills. Bootcamps, in particular, are becoming increasingly popular, and they often come with a hefty price tag. Alright, so you're handy with code, maybe you can whip up a website in your sleep. Ever thought about packaging that skill? Creating plugins and themes for popular platforms like WordPress or Shopify can be a surprisingly lucrative way to earn. You build it once, and it can keep selling. passively while you work on other projects. Not a bad deal, eh? Remember Flappy Bird? That simple game made millions. Okay, maybe your app idea is a little more complex, but the app stores for iOS and Android are still a gold mine. Whether it's a game, a productivity tool, or something totally unique, there's potentially millions of users out there willing to pay for your brilliance. Look, we all know affiliate links exist, but did you know you can use them to your advantage? If you've got a platform like a blog or a YouTube channel and you recommend software tools you love, why not get a little kickback for it? It's a win-win. Your audience gets solid recommendations and you get a little something for your efforts. All right, everyone, let's talk infrastructure. It's like the backbone of the internet, and DevOps pros are the chiropractors making sure everything runs smoothly. These guys automate the cloud, and trust me, that's where the big bucks are. Think about it. Companies need their websites and apps online 24/7. DevOps engineers are the ninjas who make that happen. Data is king, and those who can tame it are sitting on a gold mine. Data scientists and machine learning specialists are like the modern day wizards, pulling insights out of thin air, or at least spreadsheets. We're talking about predicting user behavior, automating decisions, and building the AI that might just take over the world one day. Exciting stuff. Okay, let's get real for a second. The internet can be a dangerous place, and that's where cybersecurity experts come in. These digital guardians protect our data, our privacy, and our money from the bad guys. With cyber attacks on the rise, skilled cybersecurity professionals are worth their weight in Bitcoin, maybe even more. All right, guys, picture this. You're coding from a beach in Bali or a cafe in Paris. That's the beauty of remote work. It's exploding in the software world, opening up a ton of global opportunities. You can work for anyone, anywhere, with just your laptop and a good internet connection. Think bigger. Think outside the cubicle, people. Feeling competitive? Want to test your coding chops and potentially win some cash? Crowdsourcing platforms like TopCoder or HackerRank are your jam. They host coding competitions and projects where you can flex your skills, earn recognition, and even snag some sweet prizes. It's a fantastic way to level up and get noticed. Ever wonder how those high-frequency traders do it? Algorithms, baby. If you've got a knack for numbers and a passion for finance, algorithmic trading could be your calling. We're talking about developing bots that buy and sell stocks at lightning speed. It's a high-stakes, high-reward world, but hey, someone's got to code the future of finance. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're diving into the world of blockchain and cryptocurrency. This space is like the Wild West of tech, full of opportunities for those brave enough to wrangle the code. From developing decentralized applications to building the next Bitcoin, there's a gold rush of potential here if you know where to look. Ever wished you could get paid to find flaws and break things? Well, with bug bounties, you can. Companies are willing to pay top dollar to ethical hackers who can identify vulnerabilities in their systems. It's a win-win. You get paid for your skills, and they get to keep their software secure. Talk about a sweet deal. So there you have it, folks. 25 ways you can unlock serious earning potential as a software developer. From full-time gigs to building your own startup, the possibilities are practically endless. Remember, the best path for you depends on your unique skills, interests, and risk tolerance. Don't be afraid to experiment and try different things. The tech landscape is constantly evolving, and the more you explore, the better equipped you'll be to ride the wave of innovation. Keep innovating and exploring, and you might just be the next big success story in tech.